Good afternoon and welcome to another webinar with My Legal Software, where today we will discuss the future of immigration law, navigating virtual collaborations and ethic impacts on legal technology. With me as your host, Shimandre Prinsloo. Also, please, guys, this is going to be an exciting webinar. Please make sure you stay until the very end because we have mouth-watering information that awaits you. With me, I've got two speakers that will engage in this topic, being navigation or navigating virtual collaborations and ethic impact of legal technology. Attorney Sonu, hi there. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Well, thank you. Attorney Sunu over
Thank you for
here,
having me.
15 years of experience. Oh, you're most welcome. It's our pleasure to have you present with us. Like I mentioned, experiencing 50 years of immigration law with um, counsel and corporate individual clients to navigate the complex of U.S. immigration processes. He also obtained a degree from Benjamin Cazzolo School of Law in New York, correct?
Yes, it is.
And that was in 2015. He is
Yes.
licensed to practice law in the state of New York. It is an utmost pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Secondly, we have another speaker here, and this is Pooja. Pooja is a tech sales specialist and professional with over 7 years of experience in planning, technology, sales, data analysis, account management, and a proven track record. Why am I saying all these things incorrectly? Sorry, guys. A track record is what I was supposed to say. Implementing comprehensive strategies aligned with organizing objectives. Hello, Pooja.
Hi, thanks, Shimondre. Thank you for the introduction. Pleasure to be here today.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing the same today.
I am. I'm doing well. Thank you guys for both of you for joining us. So, like I said, our title today is to discuss the future of immigration law, navigating virtual collaborations and ethic impact on legal technology. Correct? For us to start off, I'd like to engage with you, Attorney Sono. In your experience in handling immigration cases, what are some of these biggest concerns regarding the data privacy?
Okay, so first of all, I practice family-based immigration as well as employment-based immigration. Both
Mhm,
sides have different kind of concerns, but in general, confidentiality is a big major concern with clients because when you
mhm,
are practicing immigration law, you are dealing with very confidential documents that your clients are handing over to you. It includes your
mhm,
family information, it includes your financial information. When you are dealing with corporate clients, you have all their financial data. You have their taxes, you have their financial report. How to keep that confidential information safe is one of the biggest concern in my practice.
okay. Confidentiality seems to be a very important role, not just only in law firm, but in daily practices as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
It
so
is.
from a traditional lawyer perspective, how can we ensure that technology complements rather than replace the importance of client confidentiality in immigration cases?
So first of all, over the years, I've seen uh, my practice and others also moving from paper filing to electronic filing and keeping their data rather than in a paper form in electronic form.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, dealing with the clients and dealing within your office so that the information that you receive from client does not go out of your office. That's one area of concern. And where you keep all that information Within your office, that's another area of concern that we normally deal. Over the years, what I've seen, these softwares helps you a lot in keeping that information safe. So uh, that's one kind of tech- benefit of technology that we have had. So
Mm-hmm. So you would encourage people to use technology instead of using the old paper trail filing and keeping a cabinet where you're boxing it all up.
correct, correct. I remember when I used to work in New York, our office was full of cabinets, and the cabinets were full of paper-based filings. Now, over the years, now I work in Texas, we have very few filing cabinets because all our data is on the softwares. So less headache for us for keeping all that information safe.
Mm-hmm. Not only are you organized, but you also have enough space now. Is that what it sounds like?
Correct, correct, correct.
Okay, so virtual collaborations, as we now just discussed that, moving from paper trail filing to system or digital savings and so forth. In this COVID aftermath times, we've seen a rise in virtual trails for lawyers and even virtual consultations with clients. What do you think about the rise in virtual collaborations?
From business point of view, it's great. And since COVID, not even the consultation, even I appear before the court virtually most of the time. That's
Mm-hmm.
one aspect. I do almost more than half of my consultation and client meetings virtually. I meet my team members who are spread across the world in different offices. I meet them virtually. So virtual is the like thing which is in at least after the COVID period. Before COVID, even my court, my meetings, all were like physical meetings.
Mm-hmm. So you'd say this is also like time saving for you?
It's a lot. Time saving, resource saving. It gives you less headache, and you have more time to spend on other kind of cases, other kind of things.
No, so you're more productive basically, meaning you're able to touch more on your cases and
Absolutely.
spend more time with your cases.
Correct.
That's
And
interesting. Thank you.
beside being
Uh-huh.
productive, you can manage that work family life balance also. Because sometimes when I have court
Mm.
hearing, I'm appearing from my home. So you have that balance and that flexibility also.
And that's very important. I must agree with you on that, sir.
Yes.
All right, Pooja, this one's for you. Have you interacted with lawyers who have had more than traditional office settings to virtual roles? What are some of the ways you advise them to use legal tech?
Thanks for that question, Chimondre. Yes, I have interacted with lawyers, who are transitioning from traditional office setups to virtual roles, especially with the increasing adoption of the remote work. And as Attorney Sonulal rightly mentioned, post COVID, there have been a whole transitioning of attorneys to work from, virtually than from traditional offices. And as mentioned, we have different virtual meeting tools that are helping us do that. My legal software is one of them. We have online researchers now. We have cloud based case management systems that are there on the place to help that. We have cybersecurity measures earlier, as mentioned, by Attorney Sonu as well. You had multiple files and multiple drawers and multiple folders in your offices, and always there was the security, and the leak of information was always at the back of your mind that it may happen. But with the technology, with the transition that's happening, I think, yeah, that's something that's helping the world change, maybe not at that fast a pace, but yes, the transitioning is happening from traditional to virtual, and it is happening at a very, very high pace now. And legal, the legal whole system is not behind. That's also something that's picking up. Working from home, remote work is something that's increasing again. So yes, the transition is happening, and legal is no far behind in that.
Mhm, mhm. So, Pooja, I know for you specifically, you deal on a daily with different lawyers, and you're able to relate to what Attorney Sunu just mentioned regarding, all these boxes that were stored in a certain corner prior to them having the advantage of softwares like these, my legal software, and that seems to be a agreed conversation from all attorneys all around the world. I think, right, Pooja?
Yeah, yeah, that's something, as much as you emphasize, the more you emphasize, the better it is. And that's how the world is changing, and I think that's how my legal software is also helping the attorneys. I have an interaction with them on a daily basis, and I think this is a wonderful tool that's helping them work more effectively, and I think more efficiently as well now, because you're saving a lot of your time on the roads, you're saving a lot of time waiting on the lines for your turns and in immigration offices. So yeah, that's happening, and it's a very, very good change that's coming in the industry now.
All right, thank you for that, Pooja. Then, Attorney Sonu, this one's for you. As a lawyer who may be accustomed to in person client interaction, what are some of the advantages you observe when working with virtual teams on immigration cases? Now, I know that you have mentioned you've moved from being virtual in not only with clients and court dates, but with your team as well. Share that with us.
So in terms of timing, it saves you a lot of time. I'll give you small examples. For, let's say I'm having a physical meeting with a client. It
Mm-hmm.
happens quite often in my practice. Clients are late or they cancel the meeting, and then I'm waiting for them. It just kind of, it's a small thing, but it wastes my time a lot. But when it is virtual, I'm I can do multitasking. Even if the meeting is late or cancelled, I'm still sitting on my computer. I can do other work. That's one big factor I've seen in my practice.
So again, you are saying instead of you wasting time, you are sparing time and you are able to manage your time.
Exactly. It saves my time a lot, and I can use my time efficiently as I wish.
Hmm. And time is very important, right? So I acknowledge not just being a lawyer, but with you having, as you mentioned previously, your life outside your practice. It
Yeah.
helps a lot in how I can hear you, emphasizing on time.
And flexibility is another thing. Let's say uh, I have a meeting somewhere else that I have to travel. With my
Mm-hmm.
laptop, I can just take it somewhere else other than my office. So that gives me flexibility of being in different places at different times.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Thank you for sharing that with me. Pooja, one more thing over here for you. Why are virtual collaborations important for legal practices, especially with technology taking over the industry?
Uh, See, it's very, very important. The first thing is, one, you can work remotely. You have a global reach. As Tono Turnilal mentioned earlier as well. Now he can connect with all his colleagues everywhere around the world. It's not something that you have to wait, and you have to have in-person meetings. That's something that's technology is doing. Virtual collaboration. That's what it's doing. You're more efficient, you're more productive, you have more time on your hands, you are more organized now. You don't have to look for one file at 10 places. You just have one click and it's there. The whole case files are there, the whole dates, everything is configured, and you don't miss on to anything. Access to specialized expertise are there now. If you have to reach out to a certain attorney about a certain case, it's there. You don't have to now go on different platforms looking for different services. I think that's something that's helping. The technology is helping. Collaborate more, reach out more. You're more effective. You're more efficient. The time is being saved. You have more global reach. So these are the things which are happening right now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like the fact that what you are mentioning is so aligned in what Attorney Sunu is saying, because all that I'm hearing is it's easy, it's friendly in such a way that you are able to balance and find the time for every corner within your life. right, Pooja?
Yeah, it's just not your work front. Once a lot of the talk around the globe is happening about work life balance, and I think once your work is sorted and you have that time on your hand, uh, you know the technology is providing you enough time to access everything in the shorter span of time, and that's how I think even the work life balance is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
So she helps in just not your work front.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Pooja. Okay, Attorney Sunu, another one for you. What practical challenges have you faced when collaborating virtually with colleagues or clients on immigration matters specifically?
In terms of challenge, I would say few of my clients, they are not that tech savvy. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to teach them how to use the technology. For example, if I have to share some document with them or get some document signed from them, few of the clients not that tech savvy, they don't know how to do that. So I have to teach them
Mm-hmm.
all of those things. So that's a challenge normally I see.
Okay, so basically, as we all know, technology is not everybody's first go-to person because we all come from different generation and ages where we have been exposed to different ways of doing things. And in all respect, most lawyers that has been in this has been those that come from the filing processes. Would that be the right thing to say? And this would be why it's a challenge, correct?
Correct.
Hmm. Besides just the teaching part of it, anything else you want to add that comes up as the top two?
Uh, Sometimes there's a software that I'm working on and they are not delivering what I want them to deliver. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I do a lot of immigration filings, and over the years, I've used so many of such softwares. Many of them did not turn out to be what I wanted to do with them, those kind of softwares.
Okay, so the challenge with being finding what is appropriate in terms of the need,
Yeah,
the function.
yeah,
I
yes,
know for immigration lawyers, you guys intend working a lot with forms, the USCIS forms. Has that ever been a
correct,
challenge for you?
correct. So
Because one
that's
of
the thing I was referring. Few of the softwares. So the good software that I've used, you can just fill in the information, and then they can quickly convert that form, the immigration form, into a PDF, and then again you can
Mhm,
play around, you can do whatever you want to do with that PDF. Some of the
mhm.
softwares, they don't allow you that much flexibility with all those forms, all those technicalities. So that was one challenge with those softwares.
Okay, okay, that's true. The reason I'm asking you this question is because I have the advantage of working a lot or conversating a lot with immigration lawyers, and the first thing that comes to my attention was always the struggle of how to get the form, complete the form, or just the access and the movement of how the form needs to, move between your firm or the attorney and the client. So, thank you for clearing that. It's definitely a challenge, correct?
Correct, correct, correct.
All right, thank you. Now, Pooja, one of the technologies that enables seamless teamwork and collaborations is My Legal Software, which offer legal tech solutions for immigration lawyers, correct?
Yes, it is. It is. So,
I
to
would
talk
like
more
if
about, yeah, please go ahead, please.
we're excited to share. I would like if you could talk more on it and maybe also just, share a little bit of the software because I know at My Legal Software, we've got a brilliant user friendly software that is integrated with UIS CIS forms, which we had just discussed with Attorney Sonu. And I would love if you could present that. Is there a possibility you got on hand?
Yes, I'll just do that. I'll present my screen and I'll talk more about my legal software. So, yeah, as you can see, the dashboard is already there on your screens. And to talk more about my legal software, so my legal software is a case management software, right? Where you simply, as we are talking about the technology, and we I think have talked a lot about how the technology is changing the world now. So my legal software is an automated legal task manager where all-in-one cases management software. It is perfect for immigration and journal practice attorneys. It helps you streamline your client sourcing and communication process. It also helps you enhance filing process and seamless features. It's a user-friendly and intuitive, client portal and forms. So it provide you with features that are needed by an attorney on a day-to-day basis, and that makes your life really really easy. To start with, I will give you a quick demo of the software. So one of the features that we have, and that's very unique, is the quick links, where you will have all the forms related to immigration that are there. You have all of them listed here. You don't have to go to any other platform to look for your forms that you have to share with your uh, uh, you know uh, that you have to share further, or anything that is there. So everything and anything that's related to your immigration forms are compiled at one place for your convenience, and it's going to be it's going to be time saving. This is something that you can share further with your immigration uh, officers, your clients, your attorneys, whoever you want to share them with. That's there at one click. You have it all. So how to go about it, how we can share, is something that I'll show you. So we'll just go to the dashboard and we will click on cases. So these are the cases. You can create new cases as and whenever there is a new case that comes to you. So for just the convenience and in lieu of the time that we have already created some cases for demo purposes. So let's say I have to work on my case number 31. So I'll just go click on my case number 31. The case file will open here, and now I just have to decide which immigration form I have to share with my immigration clients. It again depends what is the requirement and what are the forms that we have to share. Uh, just give me, yeah, as the software loads. So what we will do is, now we can add the forms. As you can see, I've already added a form that's I-102 here. Let's say we have to add another form that has to go with this case. So we'll go on add forms, and yeah, we'll click here. We'll have a list and a drop down from where we can, yeah. So as you can see, now we can select any form that we want to send. So we'll just click, uh, just click any, just select any form that we have to send. The same will be appearing in the form title, and then you can just, excuse me, then you can just add the petitioner here, who's going to uh, be concerned for this case. Can we just have a drop down? Again, these drop downs and all these things are something that we can understand much better in an extended form of demos. That's something we can do later. Right now, this is something that we have already added on. So we have a drop down of the names. We'll select the person concerned. We'll add to the case, and then we'll hit the save button. So that's how the form gets saved here, right? And that's something that you can share as and when you want, with the concerned person or with the concerned authorities. That's how it's going to work. Can we just have the save button here? Yeah. So that's how it is done. Okay, for now, can we just close it? We have seen how it works. Yeah. Going forward, we will talk about audits. Now audits is again something that earlier used to, before automation or before the technology hit in, used to take a lot of time of the attorneys working on particular cases, because now you have to manage your events, you have to manage your billable hours, the kind of retainers that you're working with, the timesheet for the paralegals or the attorneys that are working here. So all these features are all accumulated at one place. That's audit feature, where everything is going to be at one place. You can manage it with the timesheets. You can have accounting. Can I just see the accounting feature once? Yes. So now you can see whether the invoice is fully paid, what was the monthly invoice, what are the payment dues. So you don't have to now go to folder, or from your excel sheets to excel sheets, or your documents or your paperwork, just to see where we are with one particular case. Everything comes at one compiled place. And as we have talked, I think, enough on the efficient part or the time saving parts, that's how it wants to work here. Okay, so post this, there's another very interesting feature of our software. That's the calendar. Now calendar puts you this feature puts you ahead of a lot of other people, because you don't miss on your task, you don't miss on your timelines, everything here. You don't miss on your code dates, your events, your client meetings, your meeting which may be your internal meetings, everything, or your follow-ups, everything is going to be concentrated and compiled at one place. You don't miss on to deadlines, you don't miss on to your events, and that's something that puts you ahead of the another 50% of other people, because everything is there on your tip. This is something that you can operate from anywhere, anytime, so you don't miss on to anything. So these were the main features which are going to help you save a lot of your time, make your work more effective, make it more efficient. uh, there are other features which are there, there's an extensive list of features that you can see on the left hand side of the dashboard. That is something I think we can talk about once we have a individual session, whoever wants to have it. There are various other features, and that's something we can go in details once we have an individual demo scheduled. But for now, I think this is something that gives you an overall picture of how the software works and how the technology advancement that we have used in this particular software can help everyone work much more effectively and efficiently. Over to you, Shmol.
Right. Thank you so much, Pooja, for that. One thing I can assure you guys is that our software, my legal software, is actually a user-friendly software that enables you to do everything on one screen. Paying, as Pooja mentioned, your forms, to your cases. So there's many other tabs, and the one tab that I feel could also just bring everything together to your front desk. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have different softwares that allows you to do quite different a lot of things, but with our software, my legal software, everything is in one place altogether. So, but so I actually know that you mentioned earlier one thing that you struggled with when you moved to more of a digital was the training part of it. With my legal software, our software being user friendly is so straightforward that we kind of lead you with every click of a button. I know you had the experience of looking and seeing our software. Would you agree with what I'm saying?
Can you repeat the question? Your voice was breaking up.
Apologies. I'm saying with my legal software, our software allows you to have one platform, which allows you to move from the beginning of the case to an end of the case by a click of a button. It just loads. Is that correct when I said?
Okay, so that's a great feature. Uh, Having all those things at a one software, that's a great advantage, and it brings out a lot of efficiency. Generally, but what I hear from other attorneys also, for different kind of things, they have different software and different kind of subscription. For example, they use one software for just for doing immigration forms. For other software, they use only for storing their case management files and all that. Other software they use just for calendaring the stuff. So this software, it brings out all those things at one platform, which makes it excellent.
Okay, you agree with me. All right, guys. My legal software offers you all this that we have discussed, everything in detail. We would love to spend some time with you and present demos to you so that we can give you much more in detail information regarding our software. And you can get hold of us at 94 Lotec, or by all means, drop us a comment in our comment section that allows us to contact you because we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Okay, right now you are by all means welcome to drop us some questions that could cross over to Attorney Sunu as well as Pooja of whatever you're still curious or something we haven't covered. I actually do already have something. It goes out to Attorney Sunu. It says, this is from Sonia. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for joining us, first of all. And your question now, between paperwork and tech, which would you choose? I think I would still give it over to you, Attorney Sunu, to answer.
Okay, so definitely between paper and tech, if I were to choose, I would definitely choose tech. I have worked on paper-based filing where I was all working on paper-based things, and I've transitioned from that time to the time where everything is paperless, no paper. And this with tech, you have a lot of efficiency, you have a lot of time at your hand, a lot of flexibility. You can manage your time as you wish, and you can achieve so many things in a day that you want to achieve in a day. As compared to when you're paper-based things, you have to spend your time on so many unnecessary things. With tech, you just focus on the things which are essential or necessary. So definitely, I would choose tech over paper-based.
There you go, Sonia. You're right. It's technology. The technology seems to be the winner at this point in time. And again, if you are not on that page yet, please contact us at 934 Lotek, and I'm by all means welcome to give you enough time to get onto that page. And here's Pooja as well. Pooja will definitely jump through it and assist you. We are to take you by the hand. If you are not welcome, if you are not comfortable giving us a call, drop us a comment with your details, and we by all means will contact you. Okay, Pooja, there's another one. It's from Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Jackson's question is, does my legal software help me
Hey,
prepare for my
Jackson.
virtual trials too?
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Jackson, for that question. And does my legal software helps you prepare for your virtual trials? Yes, it does. Again, it's something you can use as many times as you want. And I think virtual trials is something that, again, it's something that you're doing for yourself. But my legal software doesn't differentiate between your virtual trial or your actual trials, and the software can be used as and when you require, and the services that you will avail once are there with you, and you can use them at your own convenience.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. I hope that was clear and answered, Jackson. Attorney Rebecca, what makes my legal software different from other legal technology solutions? This one's for Pooja. Pooja, Attorney Rebecca wants to know what makes my legal software different from legal technology solutions.
Thanks, Rebecca, for that question. What makes my legal software different is the features that I just showed you, and there are a couple of other things, other features, right, that we haven't spoken about. As I said, that's something that we can discuss when we are having an extensive demo of the software. There are various features we have added on, features like Dropbox, Spot, calendars, mails inbuilt. There's a plethora of features that you will get, and that's what's make this a very very different tool from other legal technologies. I think it won't be wrong to say the difference between, I think the best thing that I can say about my legal software is the usability and the way it is user friendly. It's the same difference between an iOS and Android. Is just the kind of service and the kind of support and the kind of convenience you get using my legal software. That's very very unique to itself. The features, specifically, the quick links, the forms that are there at one click. So these are the things that makes my legal software very different. And to understand it more, I think, one, you will definitely have to use the software once, and then you will understand it. And it's exactly like iOS. Once you start using it, there's no going back from there.
So thank you for sharing that. Okay, Attorney, so what would be your last words to our guest on the infusion of legal technology with law practices?
I would say uh, technology uh, gives you a lot of efficiency. It saves your time a lot. It gives you a lot of flexibilities. Any given day, if I were to given a choice to choose between paper-based or using a tech-based things, I would definitely choose tech-based.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and to you, Pooja, what would be your last words for everybody in advice to, using the software, my legal software specifically? Did you get that, Pooja?
Can you just type it for me, Shimondra? I just didn't get it clearly.
I'm asking in terms of your lawsuits to the lawyers for using technology and specifically my legal
Oh,
software.
okay. So yeah, so I think my last words in this regard will be that to go ahead and be, to have the first mover advantage. That's something, that's talk of the town. And to have that first mover advantage, my legal software is the platform that will give you that launch pad where you can always be a step ahead, given the kind of technology, the kind of features, and the kind of convenience that the software provides everyone. So I think everyone needs to use it once and see how it makes your life easier, your work efficient more, and you're more at ease, you're more organized, and everything is at one place. And technology definitely helps you better. And in an era of artificial intelligence that we are talking about, I think technology is the next big thing, and that's what should be the focus right now. So
Mhm.
thank you for everything.
Absolutely. I would say, in conclusion to what Pooja is saying, as attorneys who also confirmed with us, it is much more productive for law firms specifically to indulge in tech, especially with a software that assists you with everything you need in one place. It just makes life easier. I mean, he also emphasized on time balance and work balance. He mentioned spending more time with his family. Who doesn't want to do that? So if you are not yet on terms with technology or using a software that assists you, please contact us on 934 Loaded, or you could drop me an email, Shimandre at mylegalsoftware.com or Pooja at mylegalsoftware.com. We spoke earlier in the beginning of the webinar about mouthwatering information. We are left you guys hanging, and I told you, please stick it out until the end, And this is the reason. My legal software is giving away 10 free client leads to attorneys once you sign up. And this is the My Legal Software promise. 10 free client leads to attorneys signs up. My Legal Software promise. We also have a 14-day free trial for the immigration speed software. Isn't that amazing? Who is taking us out on something like that? We want to empower you by assisting you and giving you free startup. If there is anything else that you'd like to add to what I have just said, Pooja?
Yeah, I'll just like to emphasize it again and share what we I think have been waiting since the beginning. And that's like my legal software is offering you 10 immigration clients. That's a 14-day. The first thing that we offer is a 14-day free trial, so you don't have to worry about paying on the very day zero and then availing the services. You can use the software, you can use the features, you can get well versed with it for the first 14 years. And that's a promise from our side. Like it's no fees, no hidden things there. And using the software for 14 days is going to make your life, I think, much more easier. And as I said, there's no going back after that. So that's the offer that we've been waiting to tell you since the beginning. And as Shimondre said, that's something that's actually mouth watering for the people who need this kind of technologies. Thank you.
Absolutely. Once again, I would just conclude, if you guys need anything, please contact us on 9 people loaded, or you could send us an email, Ashimandre at mylegalsoftware.com, and my colleague over here is Pooja at mylegalsoftware.com. We can assure you that we are ready to give you that My Legal Software promise of 10 free client leads to attorneys that signs up and a 14-day trial of the immigration speed software. I would like to thank Attorney Sulu for joining us this afternoon and spending some time with us and sharing all that
Thank you. It was
information.
a
It is much
pleasure.
appreciated. The same goes
Thank you for having me.
to you, Pooja, for taking up your time to join us here and contribute to this conversation. I appreciate you both. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.